Dream of building a personal brand that attracts high-paying clients? Then you will love my latest video as we dive into the 4 common mistakes that can actually weaken your positioning and hurt your personal brand. Check it out. Hi, I'm Jessica Yarbrough, a top business strategist for coaches and consultants who want to sell and scale ultra high-end services. I'm an expert at helping entrepreneurs rapidly scale their influence, be seen as an expert, and have a powerful brand that generates 5 and even 6-figure clients. So if you're curious what it takes to build a personal brand that attracts those coveted high-paying clients, then you will love this video. Don't forget to like it, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you know when each of my new videos drop. Let's dive into the 4 common mistakes entrepreneurs can make that actually can weaken your position and hurt your personal brand. Positioning means perception, and perception is a huge part of having a personal brand. Mistake number 1, trying to be an expert in too many things. The first mistake a lot of coaches and consultants make, and other entrepreneurs quite frankly, is having far too many business specializations or being an expert in too many things. Call this the Jack or Jill of all trades and master of none. Look, if you want to build a powerful personal brand where you're viewed as a true expert so you can land those high-paying clients, then you need to have a focused business. This means you want to avoid calling yourself a half a dozen different things. For example, a business coach, a social media strategist, an SEO expert, a realtor, and selling supplements on the side. You get the idea. I see this all the time with struggling coaches and consultants. If you want to build a powerful brand, you need to get clear and focused. One of my favorite quotes by the late Steve Jobs said, "With focus and simplicity, you can move mountains." Simplify your personal brand by becoming known as the expert who can solve one thing. When you scale your business, you can offer other things, but it's hard to gain traction if you come out the gate trying to be everything to everyone. And as the saying goes, when you try to be everything to everyone, you end up being no one to the one person that matters most. I actually teach a concept called the ladder of influence, where I break down the 4 levels of influence, the challenges at each stage, and how to successfully ascend up so you can grow your influence and authority and make 7 figures. Be sure to download a copy of my free 33-page guide. The link is pinned in the comments below. Mistake number 2, using the wrong images. Another common mistake is having the wrong images on your website, on your social media, on your marketing collateral, and more. This is probably the most common thing people think of when it comes to personal branding. It's this external image component of it. And when you have the wrong images or dated images, it can really affect your positioning. Remember, how you're perceived and can impact the perception of your overall personal brand. It's important that you look the part, that you look professional, even expensive, especially if you're targeting a higher caliber market and selling high value services. This should be reflected in your photos. Photography can go a lot of different directions, but it needs to be relevant for your target market. Obviously, if you're, say, a health coach, you're gonna have, photos of you exercising, wearing form-fitting clothes, showing off your physique, drinking smoothies, that kind of thing that you would see on Instagram. However, that does not work when you're an executive coach trying to market to corporate. Having photos where you're showing off your body isn't professional for your market. So it's important that you dress relative to the people you serve. This is where skirt suits or pantsuits would look really good on a woman, or even having professional dresses. If you're a man who never wears a tie, having a sports coat over a nice t-shirt with some slacks or jeans looks great. So not only do you want to dress for your market, but you want to make sure that your clothes represent your brand. If you're going for a high-end look, you're going to want to have nicer clothes. This can mean anything from the style of clothes you're wearing to having things dry cleaned and ironed and pressed and having, new shoes. All of these things are important. Remember that the camera enhances everything. So be aware of what you're bringing to the photo shoot. Again, for women, if you're marketing to corporate, I would also encourage you not to wear very revealing clothes. Let your message and your work, the results that you get your clients, speak louder than showing off your figure. It's okay to wear Form-fitting outfits, but avoid wearing low-cut tops or very short skirts that wouldn't fly in a corporate setting. This is also going to help you attract the right clients because they're going to be interested in your work and not your sexuality. Also, make sure that your photos are current and not something from the 90s. The name of the game on social media is relevancy. This means you need to be seen as someone that is relevant, that is current, that is up to date with the way that things are working today. And that can be reflected in your personal image and clothing. Have you ever seen someone who is stuck in another era? This will affect your sales. So if you need to see a new hairstylist to get a fresh haircut, or you need to go shopping, you can always hire a personal stylist to help you become more current. For many people, this makeover can skyrocket your confidence because you can discover how to dress for success and really to your best body shape, coloring, and more. Another important aspect when it comes to your personal brand photos is having a professional hair and makeup artist at your shoot. This is really, really powerful. I promise they can do a better job than 90% of the people out there doing their own hair and makeup. This artistry can help you appear your very best and pull off an even more powerful photo shoot. Once you have your photos, you will want to pull those into all of your marketing assets so your new images are reflected across your social media, on your landing pages, and in your assets. I can tell you from personal experience, getting the image of your personal brand right is one of the most challenging things I see people struggling with. Remember that you want to dress to impress, and dress and look for the next level client that you're dreaming of going after. This will help to up-level how you show up online and in all that you do. It will help you build your personal brand and will absolutely help you attract higher paying clients. Mistake number 3, having the wrong message. Another common mistake that people make that weakens their positioning and hurts their personal brand is having the wrong message. Your messaging matters, and 90% of struggling coaches and consultants I meet, they're not struggling because what they offer isn't good or they can't help solve people's problems. They're struggling because they fail to effectively communicate their value in the marketplace. This is one of the areas I work very intensively with my clients on in my coaching programs. When you have your marketing messaging dialed in, you will attract the best clients. Take it from me, an expert in high-end client attraction and sales. By getting this right, I have helped countless clients land high 5 and even 6-figure deals. Trust and rapport can be created on social media. In fact, when your marketing messaging is dialed in and you have the right systems in place, that takes care of 80% of the sales conversation. They come pre-framed, ready to buy. When you look the part, when you have the right message, your sales conversation really becomes more of an alignment piece. Do you like each other? Do you want to work together? Great, then close them. When it comes to your messaging, you want to make sure that you are speaking to your ideal client's pains and desires. This begins with fully understanding who your ideal client is, and most people get this part wrong. Look, many people come to me saying they know who their ideal client is, and yet when we start working together, we see that they really don't know it. They might be going after the wrong kind of client, and when I find out their genius and their background, I show them how to reposition who they are in the marketplace so that they can go after that next level client and yes, close those high 5 and 6-figure deals. Or sometimes they stay in with their same market, but they didn't fully understand how to articulate that person's pains and desires. So now we work on the messaging to not only concisely articulate those, but to also powerfully present their solution. Most of the time, people get very long-winded with their words, and we need to say as few of words as possible. There's a real art and science to that. When it comes to your messaging, it directly affects how you're positioned or perceived online. Your personal brand and your ability to have a pipeline full of high-paying clients. You need to get this right. The best words should magnetize your perfect client to you and quite frankly, repel anyone who is not a fit because you don't want to waste your time with looky-loos, those who just want free advice and have no intention of buying. You want to attract the very best people who see your value, don't have time to waste, want results now, and are eager to enroll. This means you must be very intentional with your words because the wrong words could attract the wrong people. So really the best way to master your messaging is to work with a messaging expert such as myself who understands strategy and can help you put the right words in place. Mistake number 4, using the wrong colors or fonts. The final common mistake that can weaken your positioning, affecting how you're perceived online, and yes, affecting your personal brand in a negative way, is having the wrong brand colors or fonts. A lot of people make the mistake of choosing colors they love, but that isn't necessarily the colors that are right for your market and for the solution that you provide. You need to understand the psychology of color and what is going to resonate with your ideal clients related to the services you provide. And these are often not your favorite colors, or maybe not even ones that you wear on a regular basis. And that's okay, because this isn't about you. It's about magnetizing the right clients to you. Font is a huge piece that a lot of people miss the mark on. For example, if you're marketing to corporate, you want to stay away from whimsical font because that doesn't create trust. Remember, corporate is used to clean and professional fonts, so you want to stick with those that they're more familiar with and what they're used to seeing. This is where a brand expert, someone who really understands the psychology of color and font, can be very helpful to assist you in honing in your personal brand from a visual standpoint. So, if you can avoid these common mistakes that coaches and consultants make and focus on picking a lane so you can get traction and create expert authority around the very problems that you solve. If you can get really current with your look, like your hair and your clothing and your overall image. If you can use the right messaging that magnetizes your ideal clients and couple that with the right colors and fonts that create trust, all of these factors combined will help you build a powerful personal brand that attracts high-paying clients. This wraps up building a personal brand that lands those high-paying clients. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out. Also, be sure to check out my video on brand positioning strategy and how to become #1 in your niche. The link is pinned in the comments below. Until next time.